Hey people, what's going on? We are live here on the DST show. And noticing that it's been a while, like about 1 or 2 days since I uploaded. But besides that, I want to bring over a major topic. AEW already has too many belts. Over to the extent of still not getting much of the other belts to get over. And to that extent, they can't even facilitate any sort of identity with the women's belt that they had to change 3 different designs already. The world title that everybody keeps getting injured from or not getting over enough, or the TNT title that frequently changes hands the most, doesn't get the most draws, always has the most lackluster matches, and always has the most design changes. And when I mean design changes, I mean just the belt strap design. And the tag belts that have the longest array of matches, have nearly as long range as the world title, and the most overrated jobber tag team has to hold them. And majority if it does, the factions take up most of the screen time than the actual tag team itself. When they praise themselves over all that, when they should have made the trios belts happen anyway. It's way too much. You already don't have a selective identity with majority of your roster, and yet you try to sort too many divisions out there when you guys already don't know how to set them up. Especially when you made a women's tag team tournament for nothing. You made Owen Hart tag team Owen Hart tournaments that do nothing. You have guys on the roster that have the bare minimum of screen time even on your YouTube channel shows. And you're extensifying that with adding more belts to probably put to the Elite or the rip-off Undisputed Era, just to just jerk over the guys that are barely even draws. It's sad. We have the All Atlantic Championship, a TBS title that's literally just the Intercontinental Championship for the women, and of course a trios championship. And of course you sporadically make interpromotional championships get defended on your television show. If that's the case, never ever make the Ring of Honor belts be defended on TV or pay-per-view again. Sort that stuff out. You have over 100 people selectively on a live roster, televised, and barely even half of them were even issued on the brand. It makes zero sense. And then you add more stuff? It's like pushing online content when there's not that many people in the player base, when you have that many people in that when you have a lot of people in that one select demographic. You see how that's not playing a factor? They should have had the trios belts before the tag belts. Thanks how much you guys really like your trios matches, multi-man tag team matches, and how you sporadically push that on more on your TV show than actual legit tag team wrestling. Or making a rip-off mid-card NWA belt that only gets defended with your obvious failure of geography class, putting Japan there for an Atlantic belt, and making it go to a guy that barely anybody talks about whenever it comes to AEW. I'm not saying that Pac isn't a good wrestler. He's a good wrestler, but that doesn't mean that he's a notoriable guy to hold the world title, a new belt that just got invented over a pay-per-view. That makes zero sense. If you guys believe so, you guys are just ignoring the fact. It doesn't sell the product, and it doesn't sell the wrestler, especially doesn't sell the belt. Literally, I forgot that the All Atlantic belt has existed for what, 3 months? 2 months? A month? And then you issue new ones? You issue new tag belts? When that should have been a thing in the first place? That's just ridiculous. AEW, what are you trying to target all caps for? WWE does the same thing. At least it took a while, a year? The 24/7 title existed, around 2019. And so did the women's tag belts. At least it took a while of a growing period until we grew to hate them. There's forceful optimism that you guys put in just trying to add crap and trying to think that more people are gonna get interested in it. It's the same thing what New Japan does when they add belts when they have a lack of a division. And it's obvious with the guys that you don't push on your show. It makes zero sense. But besides that like you guys need to do something. Like there's way too many goddamn belts on AEW. So you have a trios belt, 2 women's belts, a world title, 2 mid-card titles, and a tag belt. That's a lot to pay attention into. Besides that, that's all I gotta point out for this video. If you guys think differently, if you think like adding these belts are gonna help AEW, like structure wise, or trying to get more people out there that obviously this is, I can understand, but there's also negatives. People also complain about WWE having too many belts and having less people into it, making it less important to go after. And then later on, it just fizzles out. So that's just my opinion on it. You guys think differently? Comment down in the comment section below. That's it from the DSC show, and thanks for watching.